Hola Shapers. As a Shaper member of the Global Futures Council on Cities, let me begin by saying the fourth industrial revolution is our opportunity, our responsibility, and the context in which we can harness the power of technology that we're so used to in our day-to-day life to truly improve the state of the world. As a millennial and shaper, I believe one of the main strengths we have as a generation to lead the way of adopting and positively adapting to the changes this industrial revolution brings is the understanding of cities as living organisms, dynamic, rapidly changing environments in which finding a solution to the main challenges urban populations face can only be achieved through cooperation, integration of expert views from different fields of knowledge, and incorporation of new trendy technology on a scalable, accessible, affordable, and sustainable way. It is precisely on this last item, sustainability, where I want to share with you what the former Global Agenda Council members, now under the name of Global Futures Council on Cities, are doing to bring an innovative initiative for global shapers to unite around. On November of 2015, we set ourselves the goal of implementing one of the top 10 urban innovations included in that year's GAC report. Therefore, Treepedia and Canopy Verde were born. Powered by the collective effort of the different World Economic Forum communities and its ability to live by the multi-stakeholder approach Professor Schwab has always pushed forward as a means to building true innovative solutions to the problems at hand, the goal of both initiatives was to identify the real urban forest coverage on cities around the world, have real-time data on the tree diversity our cities harbor, and promote citizen engagement in experiencing the importance of the green elements in our urban ecosystems and achieve higher social interaction to improve green infrastructure coverage and conservation in the cities of the future. This way, Treepedia became a platform developed in a partnership between the GFC and MIT Sensible Lab, directed by fellow council member Carlo Ratti, who preceded me, and fellow talented global shaper Nusha Gali, who led the technical team. As a real example of 4IR technologies, and specifically by applying computer vision techniques using existing Google Street View panoramas to identify where green clusters formed a canopy in cities around the world. This was finally used to calculate an overall green view index in each of the cities, compare best practices, and allow for people to start answering the question of how sustainable our street neighborhood is. As a complement, and in close cooperation with the Treepedia team, Canopy Verde was launched in July 2016. Through a partnership between the Global Shapers Caracas Hub and the Global Futures Council on Cities, supported on development and design teams from tech-based companies of the Caracas Hub Shapers, Viqua, and IDBC Group, we decided to tackle the issue of mapping specific trees, its locations, its species, and providing a tool for decision makers to complement the Green View Index with data on where new trees are needed and where existing trees are being adopted and taken care for by neighbors. Thus, using a social media approach and mobile sensing technologies, a mobile app was developed to crowdsource data, adopt trees, and channel a 4,000 at a 1A tree planting in Caracas as a gift for its 449th birthday. As a matter of fact, and taking advantage of this amazing gathering at the ACM, if you have questions and want to expand the know-how on this initiative to your hub and city, please approach our Caracas Vice Curator, Daniel Cisneros, who will be happy to share with you our experiences and even tell you what we have faced in order to promote a better cooperation and expand these efforts. From my experience in this project as a shaper, Global Futures Council member, on Cities member, and tech entrepreneur on Smart Cities with Viqua, I am overwhelmed, proud, and extremely grateful to experience firsthand the power of positively impacting the world through this collective thinking, community building, knowledge promoter organization the World Economic Forum is, and its impressive communities of leaders are. Furthermore, I want to convey a message to us, shapers. With the work I've been blessed with doing of creating and implementing an urban service platform called Urbo, developed by our Vicuan team in the emerging cities of Latin America, I am now more convinced than ever that we have a generational responsibility to live and breathe the fourth industrial revolution, own its potential, and fulfill the goal of eliminating the frontiers that divide the digital and the physical world to solve the problems we are facing in the emerging, most vulnerable places of the world. That we need to use the shaper power and capacity of making cities a solution and not a problem in an increasingly urbanized world to close the inequality gap our people are suffering today. Therefore, I invite you as curators to actively engage our hubs in preparing our cities for the fourth industrial revolution by massively participating, as we've always done, in the Global Shapers Challenge of Shaping Your City's Future the forum has launched, and use the tools that we have at our disposal as a community to make cities the living, sustainable, amicable environments that improve our quality of life and help future generations fulfill our dreams of prosperity and happiness as global citizens of this world. Un abrazo grande para todos desde Venezuela, se les quiere.